Hello, my name is Dan and today I will be explaining every song in Project Diva F as fast as I can. For context, Project Diva F is a rhythm game developed by Sega featuring one of the most famous Vocaloid, Hatsune Miku, and her friends. The game was released on the PS3 in 2013 and the PlayStation Vita in 2014. The gameplay looks complicated but it's actually simple. Gray button prompts will pop out and another colored button prompt will come flying off the edge of the screen towards the gray ones. Once they collide, the player presses the button. The button presses are timed with the lyrics most of the time. Keep in mind that you have to do this while the music video plays in the background. Sega probably did this to distract you, but so long as you keep focus on the button prompts, you're Gucci, I promise. Now let's talk about every song in Project Diva F. Ievan Polka, yes with a capital I, and I hope I'm saying that right, is a Finnish song written in the 1920s and is then covered by Automania, the version of the song used in the game. The lyrics sung by Miku are meaningless. Most of it is just scat and gibberish. However, the copyrighted lyrics made by the Finnish band Loituma tells a story of a woman named Ieva and her mother and a guy dancing to polka. Cat Food is sung through the viewpoint of the singer personified as a cat. It starts off with the cat being out in the rain. The cat hates water and asks for a guy to come with an umbrella and save her from the rain. The song continues on the cat imagery by describing the tsundere character of the feline. The cat demands to be loved and to be taken care of by her partner because she is her only lady. Secret Police is about a secret police working for the government. They work as a national security force and their job is to spy on you and make sure you confess whatever it is that they want you to confess, and in the end, you get thrown in jail. Melancholic is a song about a girl falling in love with a boy for the first time. This event caused her to feel surprised. She thinks it's just a feeling of melancholy, but in the end she ends up realizing that it is, in fact, love. Weekender Girl is a song about a girl trying to motivate herself to see the world as a colorful one. She goes past the repetitive days and continues to dream and not let go of the happiness she has as a weekender girl. Time Machine is a song about the singer leaving behind her past yet reminiscing about it. Or it could be that the singer left someone and remembers the memories they shared together. The title might be another name for the memories and how it's like a time machine. Sadly, the song lacks any mentions of a real time machine or actual time travel. Die is a song about a person trying to retain their inner self while desiring to be better. The singer is trying not to be tainted by other influences that can harm them. Other people want her to be someone she is not, and she tries to still be the person she wants to become. The title Die is a metaphor for the person's inner self. Fireflower's title might be a translation of the kanji of fireworks, which uses the kanji for fire and flower. The song is about a guy's feelings towards a girl. He likens his love to that of a sparkling, blooming, and explosive nature of fireworks. The events of the song transpire during a summer festival. Summer Idol is about two girls going to the beach to find love. They wear their swimsuits and go looking for guys. They also mention that their parents know nothing about this. While hunting for boys, they realize that they are each other's rival and they apologize to each other in the end. The song ends with them joking that they should be a couple instead. Acute is a song about a love triangle played out by Kaito, Miku, and Luka. Here's the tea. Kaito cheated on Miku with Luka. Miku then ends up doing whatever this is to Kaito and eventually crumbles down like her knees just stop being knees. Urbandonment or Torinoko City is about a girl alone in an abandoned city. She stays in the lonely artificial world she created, refusing help from others, but in the end, she lets up and decides to be with you. Yes, you. What do you mean? Ask what is love? Miku tries to answer it but finds that there are complications in the equations to solve such a question. And that's the that on that. Stay With Me is a Christmas themed song about a girl waiting for someone. She waits outside during winter in the negative degrees, possibly some snow, but this person doesn't seem to be arriving anytime soon. In the PV, she brings a cake and ends up being left alone in the end when the guy finally comes late. Poor cake. So personifies Miku as a woman that exploits the lustful desires of men to her advantage, not to be mistaken for the Visco Girl song. Remote Control is about Rin and Len having a remote that can control each other. They use the remote controls to playfully control each other. Not weird at all. Can I also mention that the name of the producer who made this song is Jesus? Ashes to Ashes is a dark song about death. Kaito describes death as like being lost in the woods while following a sound. The sound is possibly the call of death, from ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Okay, story time. World End's Umbrella is about two people living in a village under an umbrella that covers the earth. While going through leaks coming from the umbrella called rain, the two venture to the tower that holds up the umbrella. They both made a promise that they would one day see the sky that they only know about in storybooks. They climb the tower as they comfort each other. They eventually reach the door on the top. Behind the door, they see the sky and the flowers that grow on top of the umbrella. Then, they took a nap together, cause lordy knows I would after climbing a tower that high. Freely Tomorrow is a girl describing falling in love with someone. When she fell in love, all the negative emotions faded from her and she was filled with the affection and love. But in the PV, Miku just has her super pop idol moment. Monochromeco Blue Sky is about a girl that only sees the world in black and white and desires to unalive herself. She finds within herself the courage to continue on with life, and she promises that she would be more positive from now on. Glasses is about a woman obsessed with glasses. Her partner plays with her glasses and she finds that sexy. She sings about how the fingertips and a bunch of other things done to her glasses turns her on. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. World's End Dancehall is vaguely about the end of the world or two lovers committing quote-unquote acts that could end yourself, depending on the interpretation of the song. The game's PV is just about a dance battle between two factions, and they end up being friends in the end as they dance atop two dragons. Kagamine Hachi Hachi is about two people playing Hanafuda, a Japanese card game about flowers. While playing, they fell in love with each other and thus started a gambling game. The MMORPG Addict's Anthem is about being addicted to online games. The song describes the nature of online games and how players usually play alone in the dark room and pour their whole life online instead of being present in the real world. Nostalgic is about Meiko reminiscing about the past. She reflects that the feelings and promises made in the past supports who she is now. She also asks if the person she had a promise with is still heading towards the promise they made. All these emotions make her feel nostalgic. Nya 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 is about cats. Why, you ask? Nya is a Japanese onomatopoeia for the sound a cat makes. The whole song just features nya as the lyrics. The PV shows Miku going around the world singing the song as it changes arrangement to fit the places she's visiting. Unhappy Refrain is commonly interpreted as a call-out to the Vocaloid community for bullying and the invalidation of the producer's work over the fame of the Vocaloid used in the song. The song references the feeling of quitting to make songs altogether. Odds and Ends is about a composer or a Vocaloid song producer struggling to get recognized musically, but with the help of Miku, the composer overcomes the barriers. The composer recognizes Miku's voice and uses it to make the songs about any emotion. Tengaku is about someone who is trying to move past the forest they have created for themselves. They ask the question of where and who they are, but with the blade and a guitar, they slice through the world and call upon the song of the heavens. God Tier Tune is about finding something that saves you. Whether it be making music, singing, or making art, doing it will enable you to save yourself or save someone else. The PV has the Nendroids of Miku, Rin, Len, and Luca farming. With the work they put into, they awaken the goddess and they dance as they float in the sky. Black Rock Shooter is about wandering in sadness and hopelessness while looking for something that Black Rock Shooter has lost. Black Rock Shooter is a character featured in the song and in the original PV. Though there is very little information in the song to describe who she is and what she is looking for, at the end of the song, BRS finds hope in the future and finds the courage to keep moving forward. Negaposi Continues is about playing a game so much to finish it that you do it again and again. It's harder to leave the game when the world is so wonderful and fun, but by doing so you lose yourself in the process of trying to collect the 7 colored notes. Thus, the negative positive loneliness of playing a game over and over again. Sadistic.Musicoo Factory shows what Miku does behind the scenes with the music people have made using her. Miku desires more and more music because she devours them. She has led people down to her music factory to continue feeding her with the music they create. The problem is, no one is allowed to rest or escape. Continuing Dream is a song sung in the viewpoint of the Vocaloids featured in the song. They talk about how much they cherish the songs that are given to them to sing. They promise to be by your side and continue singing your dreams. Now onto the DLC songs. Tell Your World is from the viewpoint of Miku asking the composers to give her songs to sing. This is a way for Miku to understand the composer's heart even more. Together with Miku, the composer will be able to share the feelings that they have around the world. Tokyo Teddy Bear is a vague song with multiple interpretations. One of them is about a runaway boy. He runs away wanting to change his life, but by changing, he thinks it would make him look more like a fool. Another interpretation is that the singer is the teddy bear that wants to be patched up and fixed from his appearance, which symbolizes the mental state of the singer. Dream-eating monochrome Baku is about a Japanese mythical creature called Baku. Bakus feed on the dreams of its victims. In this scenario, a Baku eats the nightmare of a girl to help her sleep, but with a pinky promise and a kiss, he seals the spell and takes her soul to the monochrome world. Sweet Devil is another tsundere song about a girl seducing a guy with her looks and charms but does not want to admit her feelings towards him. But in the end, she ends up telling her feelings and tells him that she wants to be his only one. Rin-chan Nau is about Miku and Luca's unhealthy attraction towards Rin and imagines her in situations that would result in Rin's cute reactions. Although most of the situations mentioned are borderline harassment. Senbonzakura is about the westernization of Japan during the Meiji Restoration. The song does mention dark events of the period such as intercontinental ballistic missiles, flash grenades, and guillotines.
And that's it. Side note, I do not speak Japanese. The translation I used to understand the song came from the Vocaloid Lyrics Wikia. Some of the interpretations also came from the community as well as my personal ones. Your interpretation of the song might be different from the ones I've mentioned, so please leave your thoughts down in the comments. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, consider giving a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. Consider subscribing while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.